Daniel 8. Daniel's vision of a ram and a goat. In the 3rd year of King Belshazzar's reign, I, Daniel, had a vision, after the one that had already appeared to me. In my vision, I saw myself at the citadel of Susa in the province of Elam. In the vision, I was opposite the Ulai Canal. I looked up, and there before me was a ram with 2 horns standing beside the canal, and the horns were long. One of the horns was longer than the other, but grew up later. I watched the ram as it charged toward the west and north and south. No animal could stand against it, and no one could rescue from its power. It did as it pleased, and it became great. As I was thinking about this, suddenly a goat with prominent horn between its eyes came from the west across the whole earth without touching the ground. It came towards the 2-horned ram I had seen beside the canal and charged it with its great rage. I saw it attack the ram furiously, striking the ram and shattering its 2 horns. The ram was powerless to stand against it. The goat knocked it to the ground and trampled on it, and none could rescue the ram from its power. The goat became very great, but at the height of its power the large horn was broken off, and in its place her 4 prominent horns grew up towards the 4 winds of heaven. Out of one of them came another horn, which started small but grew in power to the south and to the east and towards the beautiful land. It grew until it reached the host of the heavens, and it threw some of the starry host down to the earth and trampled on them. It set itself up to be great as the commander in the army of the Lord. It took away the daily sacrifice from the Lord, and its sanctuary was thrown down because of rebellion. The Lord's people and the daily sacrifices were given over to it. It prospered in everything it did, and the truth was thrown to the ground. When I heard a holy one speaking, and another holy one said to him, "How long will it take for the vision to be fulfilled?" The vision concerning the daily sacrifices, the rebellion that causes desolation, the surrender of the sanctuary, and trampling underfoot of the Lord's people. He said to me, "It takes 2,300 evenings and mornings. Then the sanctuary will be reconsecrated." The interpretation of the vision. While I, Daniel, was watching the vision and trying to understand it, there was before me stood one who looked like a man, and I heard a man's voice from the Ulai calling, "Gabriel, tell this man its meaning of the vision." As he came near the place where I was standing, I was terrified and fell prostrate. "Son of man," he said to me, "understand that this vision concerns the time of the end." While he was speaking to me, I was in a deep sleep, with my face to the ground. Then he touched me and raised me to my feet. He said, "I'm going to tell you what will happen later in the time of wrath, because the vision concerns the appointed time of the end. The 2-horned ram that you saw represents the king of Media and Persia. The shaggy goat is the king of Greece, and the large horn between its eyes is the first king. The 4 horns that replaced the one that was broken off represent 4 kingdoms that will merge from its nation but will not have the same power. In the latter part of the reign, when rebels have become completely wicked, a fierce-looking king, a master of intrigue, will rise. He will become very strong, not by his own power. He will cause astounding devastation and will succeed in whatever he does. He will destroy those who are mighty, the holy people. He will cause deceit to prosper, and he will consider himself superior. When they feel secure, he will destroy many and take his stand against the Prince of Princes. He will be destroyed, but not by human power. The vision of the evenings and mornings that had been given you is true. But seal up the vision, for it concerns the distant future." I, Daniel, was worn out. I lay exhausted for several days. Then I got up and went about the king's business. I was appalled by the visions. It was beyond understanding.